City Chiefs. First.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offensive...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Following the interception, Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 8 catches, 94 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Vita Vea, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now to throw. That's to the first-round pick, Xavier Worthy. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quick.
And the Chiefs are going to get it. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop it. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mind.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Yeah.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. You think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Now Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
What?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joe Tryon Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 20 carries, 126 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Hard throw, incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kalijah Kancey. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Shaquille Barrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now on to punt this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 34. Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes his sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Mayfield. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. 14 yards that time for number 14.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll take this one down near the 15. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To Evans on the slant. And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Swerving. He's going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now Mayfield keeps him under pressure. Now he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
This one is right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Now here's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got a man, it's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally he'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Palmer. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught by Evans. And he's got this down to the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mayfield on first down. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Michael Penix sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Michael Wilson leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud strong in the win as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and get them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A run up the middle with Irving. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between putting corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the 2nd half.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Kalijah Kancey, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Vita Vea in there to getting yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Mayfield down. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounce into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Barrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And now here's the question. Okay, professional, you've proven to us that Derek has history station. You've read it out. Would Derek really run out Jerry? Why would he run out Jerry? I think it's actually simple. Not relying on one Jerry protection. Run it out.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football butt with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Irving. Shreds the tackle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 55 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And yet, I think that Derek had absolute stitch up there and grabbed this video up at the end. I know it's some people are going to say professional. You know their flavor. You told Francis, not Derek. The reason I told Francis, and not Derek.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's Kelsey on the ground. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's a handoff to Irving. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Once again, it's Irving. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. run with Irving. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. Another completion here to Hunt. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mahomes firing complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Swings this out for Hunt. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about it